it's a tough thing to go through. You know, I've dealt with it, so I know exactly how you're feeling.
Yes.
And like you said, you know, money is just a physical thing. It's never gonna, you know, my friends always tell me, money's not gonna buy you happiness. Money's not gonna buy you happiness, and it doesn't. You know, and that's what I was raised like that through my faith and religion. You know, you wanna,
Yes, definitely. God
you know,
bless.
God bless you. Basically, you give up your. You're not gonna take your materialistic things to the other world, if it be heaven or any other you know, any other place other religions think of,
Yeah, the
um,
Netherworld or
or
Neverland.
reincarnation.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of other names to call heaven, but we just call it heaven. But but really, you know, if it, you know, money can buy many things, but it just can't buy happiness. It, so you are right about that. And is there anything else you want to impart with the audience?
Um, Traveling, we talked about different cities and things like that. So where have you traveled to other, like, other countries or parts of the world, or or not parts of the world, parts of the country, things like that?
Oh well, there's a lot of stuff I can tell you. I've been to Orlando, like to go to Disney World. Very
Mhm.
fun, very very fun. I mean, then again, I was a child, but still, those were fun times. I had a great time, and I also been to Disneyland, and it was awesome. You know, the fact that I could spend some time with my family and to just enjoy the scenery and to feel like a kid again. That's just one of the things that I enjoyed. I've been to what is it, Monterey?
Mexico?
No, Monterey Bay, California.
Oh, okay.
I've been there and I had fun at the beach. I mean, once again, I was a little toad or a smaller toad. It was fun, just simple things like that. And I've been to San Jose, especially to go see the Sharks, like
Mhm.
the hockey.
Yeah.
I had a blast with that. And what else? I've been to Seattle twice.
Seattle is amazing.
Yes, it is. But, I mean, there's a couple of things I don't like about it, but that goes without saying. But I mean, I really did enjoy the seafood and the clam chowder. Now that was good,
Mhm.
really good. And let's see what else. That's pretty much about it, except for Reno.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, if you remember, I don't know if you know, but that's where I went on the day that I was robbed. And I really did have a great time at Reno. I really did. I actually had fun. In fact, I didn't lose as much as I thought I did. I mean, I lost a bit early, but then I gained some back.
Mhm.
But and I really did have a fun time with it. But it's a bad memory that I'll always have to remember.
Have you ever been to Texas?
Texas? Oh man, I don't think I ever have. I want to. I mean, if I go to Texas, I know exactly where I'm gonna go. Wink, wink.
Houston.
Exactly. It's one thing to talk to you on Skype. It's another thing to actually see you in real life. I'm like, are you this animated in real life as you are on your videos?
Yes. I
I
am.
knew
I
it.
really am. I'm more animated in real life, actually. Ask my friends. I like start if I talk about my day. I have a loud voice at work. My bosses tell me, "Shut up, Virginia! Shut up! People are listening to you. There's people in the appointment rooms." I'm sorry. I've always been like that. I really have.
Well,
But yeah, I'm really animated and crazy.
I had a thought. I thought so. I thought so. But let's see. Any other questions you have of me, or?
Let's see. Well, we did talk about. Well, you talked about more of why you liked Mario, but how come you like Toad so much?
Oh, okay. I believe my good friend Pika Power asked that, but that was on his channel.
Hmm.
Um,
Was it on his interview? On his chat?
Actually, the thing is, I actually got to be a guest on one of his Let's Plays.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called on his channel. It's called TehArena because it was named after me, of course, because I'm TehJew22. But yeah, that was the very first time that me and him talked, just like we are right now, and I had so much fun on his channel, and but yeah, he asked me that on that particular video, but I might as well share it with you. What got me into Blue Toad was I don't know if you've heard of We Write Pray, the group.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, and the guy who played as Blue Toad was Jansen, and he was, for a lack of a better word, he sucked at the game. He stunk at it. But one time he did the skeleton roller coaster level, and while everybody else was dead or in a bubble, he went through one section without dying, getting a star coin, and making it to safety. Like, that was the moment that made me want to say, I want to be Blue Toad.
He kicked butt. That's what it.
So yeah, Blue Toad, unlike Captain Toad or plain old Toad, he's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I want to be as awesome as the Toad. And I thought to myself, well, Toads are very likable in nature.
Mm-hmm.
They can be silly, which is kind of what I am, actually. I can be very silly, and I can be very, very happy. And of course, that goes without saying that when I get upset, I don't get angry all that much. I just get really upset. But of course, you know as well as anybody that if you really push me too far, you're going to get it, sadly.
Same here. Oh, same here.
Because I know that you get upset a couple of times when the game doesn't work with you, but
I've actually cussed in one of my videos. Because...
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, go on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I have to learn how to calm that down sometimes, because I think, there could be kiddies watching this show.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think about the children sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
But, I am learning how to control my anger. And to control what I say, because sometimes I might say something I would ultimately regret, and that's just one of the big regrets of life, is that you say something that you never meant to say, but you said it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it was right or wrong, you just said it, and I'm trying my best not to say anything that I would otherwise regret saying for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's pretty much it for me.
And that's LPs included.
Yes, exactly. Let's see. Oh, right. Well, I was going to ask you about Link, but you already told me about that.
I can go on and on.
But yeah, I mean, I know you can go on and on, girl.
Oh my goodness. Like, sometimes I just wish that I had, well, I do, my friend likes, The Legend of Zelda as much as I do. Well, no, he likes it, but he doesn't like it as much as I do. He doesn't love it. He's not obsessed with it. I literally read about it all the time. But I wish I had someone that
that can be your Link.
Yes, or just be my fan, and we can just ramble on together.
Well, you don't have to look very far. You're talking with him.
Yes.
So, we'll stay in touch more and more. But I figured that the first meeting would be a really good time to do interviews, because I think, it's one thing to talk to somebody like a number of times and then do an interview, but to do it for the first time and then talk to you is it's like I think it's my good friend Gamma Game Freak who said, it's magic.
Magic.
Yes, magic is awesome, especially when Link needs to use it, and then he just does crazy things like what is it, the iron boots? The fact that I think it was in Twilight Princess, he uses the iron boots to walk on the ceiling. I'm like, wow, how does Link not get dizzy from the fact that he's upside down?
And also, the funny thing about that, when I noticed when I was playing Twilight Princess, is when he's upside down, his hat is not
Falling off.
and it's breaking the laws of physics, and it's still going down his back instead of like flopping over his head, and it's not swaying back and forth. I was like, how is that? I'm like, is it glitchiness, or
is it glued to his
lazy
head?
programming, or is it magic?
I think it's magic. But
it's magic.
But you know, it kind of just goes back to, as Slim Kirby would say, it goes back to video game logic. And I noticed that you talked about Slim Kirby just a little bit, but yeah, he's really good at what he does, and in fact, he's the reason I got into Let's Playing to begin with.
I'm sorry.
Because he's had that much of an influence on my life. I mean, he shouldn't have, but he did. But go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, Slim Kirby is really good. I actually found him through Madame Wario because she kind of she talked about him a little bit. But what really caught my attention is when you mentioned H.C. Bailey. H.C. Bailey was actually my first Let's Player I've ever watched.
What? Really?
Yes. He's the one who got me into this. And he is one of my favorite Let's Players. Same
here. I mean, then again, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's one of his sayings, really.
Yeah, yes.
In fact, that's pretty much where I got my outro. This is TehJew22 signing off. Have a good day, or...
Yeah!
You know...
And he'll be like, "Welcome back to Final Fantasy IX." I
kind of did
the last episode.
Yeah, I kind of do that, but I decided to go with "Hey guys" to TehJew22 here instead of "Hello, this is H.C. Bailey." Like, no, I didn't go that route. I wanted to do something. I wanted to take some of the stuff that other Let's Players were doing and then just like adapt it. And I thought, you know, and there was some other stuff that I added later on, but that's pretty... Excuse me, I didn't mean to burp like that. But that's pretty much where I got it from. And then, let's see. And then later on I added my fellow toads and toadettes. Because I figured...
I like that.
That's
a really nifty thing. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
I know. I was going to say, what do you think of it?
Oh, I love it. I thought it's creative. I'm still trying to figure out what to call my viewers. Like, you have toads and toadettes. Madame Wario has pimps. Attacking Toucans barely started calling his fans sports bras, which I love. Because he started calling people his sports bras because they're supportive.
Yeah, that's...
But
yeah,
he's another one. He's actually another... He's up there with H.C. Bailey, for me, at least.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, I had, what's his name? Newfie Bonga. He was the, you know, if it wasn't for Newfie Bonga, I never would have met Cole NL112.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately, if it wasn't for the Bonga, I never would have eventually ended up in Much Games Guides. And I really do owe my success in large part to Much Games Guides, because because of them I was able to get more viewers and more subscribers. So I really do owe my success to them. So, and I'm pretty sure that was the same way with AMVs.
Yes, it is. LP and AMVs go hand in hand. There is a lot more of a community in LPing, though, like as far as viewers and subscribers, because the highest number of subscribers for a person who does AMVs is, I think I've seen her have... How many does she have? Like 23,000, I think?
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think it was... I think Slim Kirby has like close to 100,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I think the last time, I go to people's channels and I'm a stalker, but I think it was like 90,000, so he's really close. Another Let's Player that I base, there's actually three new Let's Players that I started watching. Two of them are like really big time popular, where they have a million plus subscribers. And the other one, she's in her thousands, and it's ViaVanille.
I never heard of her. I'll have to, guys, I'm gonna try to find the channels that my good friend ViaVanille is mentioning, and I'll be sure to put it at the bottom of the in the video description, so that you, the viewers, can see that, because and of whatever part this is going to be when it's all said and done.
Part 20.
I have a feeling it's going to be that long, but then again, this is our first time talking, isn't it?
Yes, through Skype at least, yes.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's one thing to type on YouTube, it's another thing to actually talk, and it's like, it feels so good to talk to you. It really does, and you just...
Same here.
And, you know, every time I watch a video, you just brighten up my day, because sure, I don't always watch the videos, because either they're not available, or I have a lot of videos in my watch later playlist, give or take one of the two, but every time I watch one of your videos, I look forward to it, and...
Oh, that makes me so bubbly and fuzzy. And you know what? I like your Let's Play of Mega Man, because I love Mega Man. I've never played that one, the one you're playing, but I gotta remember to watch it too as well.
Is it Mega Man 2?
Yes.
Okay, because I did a Mega Man 10 on Insomania Game, which I was doing, but then, well, you know what happened. But yeah, like, you can watch Mega Man 10. That's just a sample of what was to come, but I'm pretty sure you're wondering, how come I'm not using the real music? I don't know if you've thought about that.
I actually did. I was like, but I'm assuming, well, I'm not sure if it was like a preference or like a audio issue.
No, it was not that. It's a lot worse than that.
Oh.
You know how UMG was claiming stuff that really belongs to Capcom?
Yeah.
So you can only imagine how upset I really was, and the fact that I had to go to the lengths that I did to silence the music and replace it with music that YouTube came up with, which I thought, as stupid as it sounded, I thought that's a good way to add to my creativity. Because what I wanted to take what would have been a curse and just, say, you know what, screw you, YouTube, I'm gonna do whatever I want, and you're not gonna stop me. That's how I felt, and then, I mean, of course, it isn't without its critics. I mean, I still get use the original music. I'm like, did you not hear what I said? Like, especially in the last Tales of TehJew22 episode, where I ranted about that.